I'm going to attempt to install a brow on my windshield, and if this doesn't go the way it's supposed to, I just take it to the tint shop. I got it from the Tint Effect store online, and they went ahead and shipped it to my house within a week. It comes in this little thing. I also bought some for the front, both the driver's side and the passenger side. Hopefully it matches the factory tints. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to install window tint. This is the Sofern ST10. It's a rugged pocket light that is IPX6 rated, which means it's splash proof, so you can bring it with you when it rains or snows. It can also withstand up to a 1 meter drop. This little device is capable of producing up to 1000 lumens of light with up to 150 hours of usage on a single charge. It has a little clip, and it's also magnetic, so you can attach this to magnetic surfaces, and it comes with a rechargeable AA battery. And what's good about this is that you don't have to wait for it to charge up. You can just use a regular AA battery to power up the device. And then this is, whoa, I just blinded myself. This is the main light. This one has a wider light, so it's illuminating more things around you. You'll be able to see what's around you. As you can see right there, it's illuminating all of this, whereas the flashlight, it's more of a focused kind of view, because this travels a lot farther than the main light. So as you can see right here, the trees up there you can see, as well as past this tree you can see through and almost see the bushes over there. And what's good about this light is that it is hands-free, so my one hand is on my phone, the other is right here, obviously. This is the red light, which is really scary in this pitch darkness. My phone isn't really doing a good job at capturing night footage, but in person this provides really good lighting. So if you're out and about going camping or you're exploring in the nighttime, then this is a pretty good light to have, especially how small it is, and it's really bright. And the items that I have is this little squeegee with a soft part right here, hard part here. And then I went to my local AutoZone. They sell these little window film application solutions, but soap and water also works as well. But yeah, first thing that you want to do is obviously clean the glass. Make sure it's free of any stains, dust, and anything that could affect the tint. And again, I am not a professional. I'm just a regular person that is not certified for this crap. I'm just going to see how easy it is to install, if it is easy, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, it's already pre-cut. The problem that I was having with this is that it wasn't quite sitting perfect, so I had to make some adjustments. Earlier I was having all sorts of gaps over here, and then whenever I moved it more up, I had a gap over here, so I had to kind of move it that way. So there's more tint on this side compared to over here. The tint is literally sitting at the very edge right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if the camera would pick it up, but yeah, that's how they cut it. Yeah, you can see the outline of the tint. It's going all the way up, and then this is even underneath my headliner right here, which I still have to squeegee down. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty easy install. Like I said, I'm not even sure if it's supposed to be like this, but it's done, it's installed, and it's tinted. This is what it looks like on the outside. As you can see, this side is tinted. and obviously this side is not. And that only took like, I don't know, like 3 minutes probably total. This is what it looks like. Half of it's like that, and then the other half is like that. Awesome. And now it's complete. We're gonna move on to the windows next. And this is interesting. It says right here, "Peace, inspected by Evan." This is for the front passenger. And I love how they label it already. It says "do not trim." This is the result of me tinting my own window. I mean, it looks good on the outside, but there's bubbles. This part I messed up badly, especially in the bottom. Yikes. Passenger side didn't go quite as well. That looks really bad. So, yeah. That is terrible. I did my best though. It was a nice attempt, I guess, but the windshield banner looks good. So the wheels arrived and I noticed that the white tire lettering was showing, and I'm not really a fan of it. I know some people are, but in my personal opinion, I am not a fan of it. So I went ahead, took it to the shop, but first taking it to the shop was also a pain because these wheels weigh 113 pounds each. So as you can see in this video, I'm struggling to get it in the back of my truck. So yeah, these wheels are way heavier than the stock Chevy wheels, and with heavier wheels it's gonna be a lot heavier rotational mass, so I'm expecting to see my gas mileage drop. Holy, there she is. For these aftermarket wheels, you do need a hub-centric ring. So this is a comparison of the stock wheel versus the aftermarket. So this is really why I went with these aftermarket wheels. I went smaller because look, my whole hand actually fits compared to just up to my middle finger. And there you have it, guys. I got the wheels installed, as well as the tint, the windshield strip, as well as these hood stripes. In terms of looks, this pickup looks mean. Look at this. It looks amazing. And you can see the tire lettering on the inside. BF Goodrich. So the wheels that I got are the Rebel Fuel Rebel 6s. I got them in bronze. And the tire is a 275/70/18. Of course, these are 18 inches. And look at this, the turning radius, I can only fit my finger there. So maybe if I install like a 1 or 2 inch lift kit, it'll look a lot better. Or the turning radius will be a lot better. But if you look over here on the other side, this is close. That's really close. And then in terms of fitment, I feel like it should poke out a little bit more, but this is with I think it's a +1 offset. They do have +29, and if you want a more aggressive fitment, they also have a +40, I believe. But this is sitting pretty flush with the fender,